Hello there, fellow poor people out there pouring our paints and creating new creations. This is Tim, the poor artist. I'm going to show you how I mix my paints. This is I'm going to be making a pillow with Artist Loft. Okay, it's just a white blotch. I love that paint. It's really thick. And I'm going to mix my medium first, which is out of Elmer's glue. So you can see how I do this. I'm going to zero that out. Let's see, can you all see that? I'm going to scoot it up there. There we go. All right, I'm going to use 4 ounces of paint. Oh my gosh, my cats are running around the house. Is everything still lined up? They just ran into my table. I got kittens. I'll have to show you them sometime. Okay, so there I've got 4.5 ounces of Elmer's glue. So I have to dilute this to make my medium. So what I do is I typically go 3 parts glue. Okay, so I start out with 4, divide that by 3, and I'm going to get like 1.27 or so, and then double that. So that's going to be just about 2.8 ounces of water. And I do right around 2, kind of play with it, and to make it the thickness that I want it. So it's not an exact science. You just got to play with it and figure it out. Okay, so now that I know I need like 2.6, 2.8, zero it out. Now I will get the exact same amount of water. So what I do, don't put all 2 ounces at once. Just go about 1/8. Get yourself a stirring sticks. I buy these at Michael's or Walmart. Cheap. Actually, I found a set of 300 of them for only a couple bucks. So, all right, that's why it's called the poor artist, because I do this the cheapest way I can. So when I mix this glue, I pull it to the side. I'm not even stirring it. I'm just trying to smash the glue into the water. And that causes it to open up and the water can mix with it. And then you can start pouring. Just be sure you do your edges a lot like this, okay? And just, because when you stir it, see how it goes all together? It's not even separating. So the more you punch it like this, squeeze it up against the side, it'll open up. Okay, see now it's mixing. All right. So how much did we already have in there? Just 8. Okay, let's go up to like 1. Yeah, right around there. And I mean, it takes time. That's why you see me paint one of these things on a video, and you're going, oh, well, that only took him like 10 minutes. Yeah. Well, it's about the 1.5-hour process prior to that, making that video of mixing your pillows, mixing your paints, because I try to mix my paints and stuff right then when I do the painting. These are just leftovers that I have left over from mixing them. So, which are all right. Okay. You don't have to make it perfect yet. You just want to get your water in there. So all we're going to do is just keep on going. Okay, so we need about 2 point something. So I'm going to go up to 2 now. Okay. And this method works. This is how I mix up my medium, and it seems to be working really well. I mean, I like it so far. I know a lot of people use the Floetrol, the Liquitex medium mix, and that, and great. Wow, why do I got paint all over everything here? Oh, these were in my drying rack. That's why. I need to replenish my bigger ones. Yeah, see how that's mixing now? That's getting, yeah, that's getting really good. And this white is super thick. Okay. So I probably have about 2.1. Yeah, 2. Okay. I'm going to put in just a little bit more because I'm not going to have much room for paint now. Okay, so that's 2.2 ounces of water that I added to the glue that was at 4. Okay, so my first measurement was 4, right around 4 ounces, 4.5 ounces. Divided that by 3, and that gave me like 1.6, something like that, 1.8, and then you double that, so 2.6, and I'm only going to put in 2. Yeah, that's really runny. It's really nice. Now you just want to make sure it's really mixed well before you put your white in there. So go around the edges on the bottom, wipe your stick a lot. My arms get sore doing this. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to measure how much of the medium we have. So we take another 1 cup, an empty cup, and you zero out your scale. Okay, now I should have right around 6.75. So I almost got 7 ounces of just the media. All right, so I'm going to put in my this. So what I want to do is I'm going to do 3-part medium to 1 part paint. But with the white, it's so thick you don't need a whole lot. So, oh, you guys can't see what I'm pointing out. So with this white, I'm sorry, it's really thick. So we got 6.75. Divide that by 3 is going to be about 2.3 ounces of white. Won't even need that much. Okay, so let me give this a shake. And I'm about ready to open up my second quart of this. And I got this at Michael's. Can't remember if it was $9 or $19. Can't remember. I'll put a note in it next time I buy some. Okay, so I need to zero out. And I'm going to go about 2 ounces. Okay. Well, not even 2 because see how thick that is? There's 1. You'll wind up adding a lot of water to it if you go 2. So I'm going to go right about there. 1.6. Let's see how that mixes up. All right. Like I said, this is about your longest process. Same thing. Pull it towards the side. Just like that. Smash it up against the side to get it to mix. And mix it slowly. I mean, you don't want to get vigorous with it or you'll splatter it, cause a lot of air bubbles. This is really important to take your time mixing your paints. Get them how you want them. Because once you pour them, you can't change it. So all you can do is learn. Get to where you're, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I've already done that enough. So remember, we're all learning together here. All right. So if you have any questions, please comment below, okay? I will put this in a separate playlist on my channel, and I'll leave a direct link to it, okay? So any of these paints that I have, any of the paints that I use, I mix them the same. Might be a little bit different on the thickness of the paint, depending on what type of a pour I'm going to do. Whether I'm going to pull, do a dirty pour, do a ring pour, whatever. You're going to, most of them you can mix them the same. But like when I use my blow dryer I make them a little bit thinner. Okay. You can see this is pretty thick. So it is going to need some water. But it's really hard to tell when it mixes. When you do black or another color in a white glue, you can see it, of course. All right. I just want you to know exactly how much time this takes to do this. And take your time. Get it right. All right, let's see how our thickness is. All righty. It looks pretty good. I'm just going to put a little bit of water, not much at all. I can turn that off because I'm done with that. Okay. And just, like I said, just push it up against the edges. Okay. Get that right. My arms get sore mixing these. I'm sure yours do too. Okay. So I'm going to mix that some more, but it should be about the right consistency of what I need. Okay. All right. So even if I was going to use black or if I was going to use white, mix them the same. Like I said, so that's the basics on mixing paints. So I hope that was helpful for you. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions whatsoever, or you just want to make a good comment or give me a thumbs up on this thing. All right. Thank you. God bless you all. I'll see you in the next.